Hello, my name is Emily and I am a chef, a mom, and a registered dietitian. And today I wanted to talk to you about healthy eating on a budget, because there's this big misconception out there that healthy eating has to be more expensive, or maybe that you can't afford to eat healthy. Not true. We're gonna chat about that. I hope that you don't mind that I'm like doing dishes while I talk, because mom life, there's never any time to do anything, am I right? So I'm gonna be doing dishes and talking about eating healthy, and stop waving a knife around like a crazy person. Okay. Healthy eating can be expensive, but it can be cheap. It's really all about how you approach it. Just like unhealthy eating can be expensive, or it can be cheap. The thing with healthy eating is it does take time, it takes planning, it takes effort, and it is not as easy. Yeah, I mean, there's no real other way to say that. Obviously, going through the drive-thru and just picking up food, just like boom right there, is easier than taking time to meal plan, grocery shop, cook, and do the dishes. But the benefits that you get from like healthy eating far outweigh the extra effort that it takes. Before we even really get into talking about like eating on a budget, if you are trying to make habit changes around your eating, start small. Don't just go from like, I never cook healthy meals at home, to like, I'm only cooking extremely healthy meals like for every meal every day of the week, and if I don't, I'm a complete failure and my life is over and I'm never gonna be healthy. And okay, like, I'm gonna stop because you need to stop. That's not the way to approach habit change. And if you don't do everything perfect all the time, you're not a failure. No one does everything perfect all the time. Dietitians don't do everything perfect all the time. We had Little Caesars for dinner last night. So what you do want to focus on is small changes that you feel like you can achieve. Whoa, that was loud. That you can achieve. Yes, it might be a little bit of extra work, but it's something that feels manageable. So if you are someone that does not cook at all at home, try one meal, one dinner, maybe make it a little bit extra so you can have some leftovers for lunch the next day. Which brings me to my first point of healthy eating on a budget. Okay, I swear I'm almost done with these dishes. I'm sorry if this is distracting. And my first tip is to cook at home as often as possible. Bring your meals to work with you for like lunch or whatever, I guess, meal that you're gonna be at work for. Just avoid eating out because that cost adds up. I mean, if you think about it, like, what would you say a fast food meal, and fast food I would consider like the cheapest. Most people, I would say, spend at least $5 on a fast food meal. And just kind of like off the top of my head, an example of maybe a meal you could cook for your family that would be easy and not very expensive, and like a whole complete meal would be like if you bought a pack of chicken breasts, like the 2 chicken breasts, which are usually, I don't know about your grocery store, but mine, the chicken breasts come huge. You could just slice those in half, so now you have 4, that's 4. A side of rice and like a prepackaged like frozen vegetable, then that's like the chicken, what, like $4 to $6, rice about $1 to $2, and vegetable $1 to $2. Like tops. Even if you're buying the nice vegetable and the nice rice, you're gonna spend $10 for 4 meals rather than $5 for 1. So boom, healthier, cheaper, you got it. Okay, so cooking at home, I have quite a few tips for you on that. It all starts with an effective grocery shop, and being like effective when you're grocery shopping saves you a lot of money. It saves you hassle, it saves you time. So I'm actually going to take you grocery shopping with me today and show you how I do the most effective grocery shop. Disclaimer, I don't do this every week because I'm not perfect, but I try, and trying is all you can do, I guess. I don't know what I wanted to say there. Step 1 of an effective grocery shop is to check out what you already have. And I also take this opportunity to clean out my fridge, because if I didn't, then I never would. And as you're taking stock of everything, look for things that are maybe about to go bad and you're like, oh, okay, I need to cook this soon, because tip number 2 is reducing your food waste will save you a lot of money. Yeah, these guys need to be cooked like today. I did not do an effective grocery shop last week, which is why we have ended up with 4 tubs of hummus. Snacks for this week. Okay, so once you've kind of just like taken stock, taken inventory of your kitchen, it's time to meal plan. Meal planning will save you so much time, it will save you money, and it will save you like stress on what to eat going throughout your week. So one thing that I do to help myself if I feel like I'm getting stuck with meal planning, don't know what to make, is I just keep a running list of throughout the week of things that sound good to me. So let me, oh, here we go. Oh shoot, well, I already ate these things. Okay guys, I'm about to show you my list, but I'm a little, like, I'm a crazy list maker, so this list might make some of you all freak out. This isn't meant for doing a grocery list, but it's a piece of paper, and so I used it. So my meals, we have salmon, where's my finger? We have salmon, we have rice, and we have carrots. All I have to do is buy some chicken because my husband does not like salmon, so I'll be making chicken and salmon and rice and carrots. Good thing about this meal is there will be lots of leftovers, and I might throw some chicken on a salad for a lunch later, which reminds me I also need a salad mix. And what I did is I just literally wrote the thing that we actually need to buy from the grocery store next to the meal that I am going to make. So the next thing is a vegetable curry, because curry has been sounding super amazing to me. And it kind of brings me to tip number 2, and that is vegetarian meals. So you don't have to be a vegetarian to eat some vegetarian meals. Eating a plant-based diet it can improve your health, and it can be cheaper because meat is expensive. And then the thing that was sounding good to me is a sweet potato. So loaded chili sweet potato, and I'm literally buying sweet potatoes and canned chili because I need an easier meal this week. Something for hummus. I know that is a great list item. We just have a lot of hummus and just some like random stuff that I also need. To have a pretty Pinterest list to go to the grocery store. You can literally just plan out your meals, write what you need, and I love putting some vague items on there because I like to spontaneous buy at the grocery store, but if I have a guide to spontaneous buy, then it saves me money because at least I'm buying things that I know we need and I know we will eat. So let's go to the grocery. Okay, so one quick thing before going to the grocery store is that you don't have to shop at a fancy grocery store to eat healthy. So I do my shopping like 99% of the time at Kroger. I actually went to Whole Foods the other day and the prices like made me want to pass out. I don't think I will be going back there. You do not have to go to a fancy grocery store to eat healthy. Go to the place that you can afford that you like. So I had fully intended on doing a cool montage type thing at the grocery store, and then this happened. You're gonna drop that. Please don't eat that. And on top of that, my father-in-law, who I also grocery shop for, his list was like 3 times as long as normal because I also had intended on like keeping our stuff separate so I could tell you how much I spent, but it just got too complicated. So I'm just gonna show you a few meals and what they cost. This meal will be tonight's meal. This we already had at the house. Lemons we already have at the house. Salmon's in the freezer, I didn't pull it out, we already have at the house. I'm making carrots with dill and honey, already had at the house. Literally the only thing I had to buy is this chicken, which luckily I don't have to look on the receipt because you can see the price right there, except for that it's blurry, but just trust me, it is $4.76. So this meal is costing me $4.76 to feed at least 4 people. It'll probably come out with like 6 servings, and I know what you're saying, but you bought these things before, so they do cost you money, which is, yes, true. But likely if I hadn't like went through my cabinet and figured out what I had before I went grocery shopping, I would have forgotten that I had half these things. They most likely would have gone in the trash, and I feel like that means that they don't cost me money. So this meal here, sweet potatoes cost me $1.10. Regular potatoes cost me $1.40. We're up to $3.50. That can of chili that I bought was I think $1.80, plus these I got on sale, 99 cents. They're not in the greatest condition, but I'm gonna use them really soon, so what is that total? Math, oh my gosh. About $6.50 for this meal. It will probably only give me about 4 servings. And then I have some like cheese and sweet sour cream and stuff also to top it with. And this meal, so rice was $2.69. This I actually already had, but we'll go ahead and count it. 99 cents. I just remember how much that cost. Red bell peppers, $3.18. Green bell peppers, $1.78. I also bought 2 things of curry flavoring. So this meal overall probably cost about $13. We'll still get at least 4 servings out of it. So this rice was like a little bit more expensive because it is like the 5-minute rice. If I had just bought the bag of rice, it would have been cheaper, but that's one of those times where it's like, do I want to save money or do I want to save time? I don't have a rice cooker, and so I would actually be having to like make the rice, which takes like an hour. It takes a really long time to make rice all the way from the grain. So that's a place where you can save money, is not buying like the convenience item. I could have bought raw beans too, and that would have saved some money too. But at the end of the day, even with convenience items, here and here and here, these meals are still really cheap. Last tip of the day, guys, don't be afraid to go with your store brands. I mean, there are times when I prefer like the name brand thing, like Kroger didn't have like a Kroger brand jasmine rice, and I really wanted jasmine rice for this meal. Also, I don't know, Chris bought that, so I don't really know why we have that one. But yeah, as long as you feel like the quality is there's nothing wrong with buying store brand. And I know it can seem like a small difference per item, like maybe it's only a 10 or 20 cent difference, but if you add that up with like the 20 or 30 items that you buy like at the grocery, I don't want to do math again, but the savings is there. Let me know if this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, if you found some value, and comment down below if you have any questions or need like any more clarity on anything I talked about today. And also let me know what other topics you might want to see in the future, because I'm going to be doing more of these style videos here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great and healthy week. Bye. What are you doing, Duke? Are you just making sure she's okay? Oh, there she is. Bobby loves her Duke. Yeah.